And we begin our coverage in the US, where President Trump has told Americans that a rough 2-week period lies ahead. The United States was, he said, in the midst of a great national trial, unlike any it had faced before. He spoke after official figures were released showing the US had overtaken China in the number of COVID-19 deaths. David Willis reports.
From the White House came the direst warning yet. The worst is yet to come.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead. We're going to go through a very tough 2 weeks. And then hopefully, as the experts are predicting, as I think a lot of us are predicting after having studied it so hard, you're going to start seeing some real light at the end of the tunnel. But this is going to be a very painful, very, very painful 2 weeks.
Apocalyptic projections from White House advisors point to between 100,000 and 240,000 Americans dying from the coronavirus. More if social distancing guidelines aren't followed.
As sobering a number as that is, we should be prepared for it. Is it going to be that much? I hope not. And I think the more we push on the mitigation, the less likelihood it would be that number. But as being realistic, we need to prepare ourselves that that is a possibility, that that's what we will see.
With more than 3,800 deaths here, the number of Americans killed by the coronavirus has now exceeded that of China. Of even greater symbolic significance here, the death toll has also exceeded that of September the 11th. And in New York, the epicenter of the virus, charity workers have now set up an emergency field hospital in Central Park. The city's mayor predicts they'll soon need triple the number of hospital beds than are currently available here. And not even those at sea are safe from the virus. The captain of a US aircraft carrier has called for urgent help to halt an outbreak among his 4,000-strong crew. "We're not at war. Sailors do not need to die," he wrote in a letter to the Pentagon. Having gone from predicting this country would reopen by Easter, President Trump is facing the grim reality that the coronavirus is here to stay. With the US possibly on course to become the next Italy in this crisis, it looks like posing the greatest challenge yet to his presidency. David Willis, BBC News.
Well, the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres says the current